Okay, so finally got around to getting rid of the 2012 Lounge. It's been used as a bit of a daily for my dad for a bit. You can see it's now been parked up for a good few weeks, and yeah, it's looking rather sorry for itself. We did get a new MOT. If you've been part of the channel for a while, you'll know that I got this and it was MOT pretty much straight away with just a new rear crash beam, but I think we're going to have to re-MOT it again when it comes to the sale, because yeah, I just think we're going to end up selling it with like a 3 or 4 months on it, so I'm going to give it a clean today, and then we can get it up for sale. $70-something thousand miles on the clock. So yeah, right. Let's see what we can do and get this back looking semi-professional, let's say. Alright, just gonna try Iron X just on these, just to see whether or not Iron X manages to clear it off alone with I'm using a normal hose as well. I'm just going to leave that to settle for a bit, and then we'll see whether or not that needs actually scrubbing off. Right, we've got this cleaned, and yeah, that bird stuff is real pain. Like, it just doesn't come off with a wash at all. You've really got to soak it and then use some sort of, I don't know, I think I ended up using a plastic like tool just to try and break it down. It was really absolutely unbelievable stuff, but we've got it pretty much clean. So it's not like showroom stuff, like I'm going to sell it, but it is clean, so that's the main thing. Now, because I want to sell it, I've got an MOT that runs till October on it. However, we are in June, so you got June, July, August, September, so you got less than 5 months. 369, maybe it was a bit earlier than that, end of September maybe. I think it may have been end of September, I can't remember. Either way, there's not a massive amount of MOT left. We are talking 3 to 4 months. Now, I found that people want minimum 6 to, and even better, 12-month MOT, and so decided that I'd put this through an MOT early, so that at least when it comes to selling it, I can, you know, have a nice MOT with it. So yesterday, taken it to be MOT'd at an ATS down near Heathrow, and we had no advisories, but bearing in mind that it's been used now for at least the last 6 months as a family car, we needed to obviously it's been used, needs a new MOT, but no advisories. So I was hoping it would go through with no advisories. Did the old checks of the lights, tyres, good tread, everything like that, everything good. It's failed. So what have we failed on? So this tyre here, which as I say has got loads of tread, has got an advisory for a nail in it. There's also something about I think a tear in it or something, but it's an advisory. This one is a failure because the cords are showing. Now again, there is tread in it, but there's some supposedly cord showing. It is a bit on the... It's not the best tyre in the world, but I did think it would make it through. But it's a total failure. So I'm going to need 2 new tyres on this one. Then we've also got an advisory on front discs, and they are corroded, or they've got a lip on the inner part of the brake disc. So from the front you can't really see it, but obviously when this is in the air you can see it a lot better, and there's basically a lip on the inner side of the brake disc, which is again an advisory, but it also partly, I'm hoping, sorts out a little issue I've got, whereby when you're driving along you have like a rotary ticking sound coming from the wheel, which indicates that that's probably something to do with the brake pad on the brake disc. So I'm basically going to decide that I'm going to put 2 new brake discs on, just under 30 quid I think to get those done, and 2 new rear tyres, and then that will give us no advisories whatsoever and sell it as it is. So 30 quid for the brake discs, 100 for the tyres, so that's another 130 on this car. This car I don't think it's going to make me any money at all, because if you've followed the channel when this turned up, this came I think from York with a Cat S, and all it was needed was the rear bumper crash bar, which makes it sound like, oh, that's really, really cheap. I'd already paid a bit of a premium on it in the first place due to the fact that it barely had any damage. And then when we've got it, MOT needed a new front strut. So it needed a new front strut, and then the windscreen cracked. Also got a delivery from York, and now we're talking 2 tyres, a rear crash bar, brake discs, and it's just all adding up. And I don't really see myself having used it for, or has been in the family for a number of months, that yes, okay, you know, it's seen my father use it and therefore he hasn't needed a car, but I don't really see this making any money at all. So my plan was for this video was to have it all nice and clean and do the old walk around and go, right, it's up for sale. It's not going up for sale, and I've got to get those done. So the video unfortunately sort of taken a bit of a twist, and it's going to get released on Saturday, but we won't have a completed car, and the MOT will have to be done next week when the tyres have been done and when the brake discs are on. So yeah, but yeah, if you've been on my channel for a while, you know that I say I got this last year, and a few people, certainly I know, were speaking to Paul about it. He thought I'd sold this all off, but no, this has been a run around for a while. So yeah, 12 plate with about 70,000 on the clock, and I drive it to work at the moment and everything's fine. So yeah, but I think that's going to be it for today's video on this. Bit of a clean, bit disappointing that it's failed, but it's not the end of the world. It's not the worst things to get sorted, and hopefully next week I'll have a car up for sale and can get my money back on it. But yeah, until next time, thank you all for watching this video. Hit the like button. Just looking at that there, I think I might have to polish that up a bit. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, put your comments in what you think of particularly this colour. I don't see many of them, but I'm not 100% sure that it's people's favourite colour either, even though it's grey, so it's quite easy on the eye. But until next time, thank you all again for watching, and I'll catch up with you all again very, very soon.